Elon Musk is about to do something no executive in history has ever attempted: secure what could become the biggest payday the corporate world has ever seen.
It's a striking number, but the benchmarks that he has to meet are also equally striking.
We're not talking millions, not even billions. This time, the number being thrown around is so big it almost sounds fake: $1 trillion.
We're also watching Tesla shares moving higher this morning. They're up about 20% over the last 3 months. On Friday, the company's board proposed a new compensation package for the CEO, Elon Musk, that could pay him just about $1 trillion.
That's more money than the GDP of most countries on Earth. It's larger than the combined net worth of the world's 10 richest billionaires. If this goes through, Musk wouldn't just be the richest man alive, he'd be in a financial universe of his own. Now here's where it gets even crazier. This figure didn't come out of thin air. Analysts say if Tesla's bold new strategy plays out, scaling robotaxis, humanoid robots, and new energy projects, the company's valuation could skyrocket by trillions. And Musk, already sitting on a fortune of roughly $400 billion, could watch his wealth more than double in a single decade. Investors, critics, and fans are all asking the same thing: is this genius motivation or absolute madness? But here's the twist: Musk isn't being handed $1 trillion tomorrow morning. The truth is more complicated and much riskier. So, is Elon Musk really pocketing $1 trillion just like that? Not even close. This isn't a paycheck. It's a high-stakes gamble written into Tesla's books. The so-called $1 trillion payday is made up of stock options that only unlock if Musk transforms Tesla into an $8.5 trillion company, nearly 8 times its current size. And it's not just about market cap. The board tied the payout to some of the boldest promises in tech: rolling out 1 million self-driving robotaxis, delivering humanoid robots at scale, and massively boosting profits in Tesla's core businesses. Even if he manages to hit those numbers, Musk won't see the rewards right away. The shares vest in stages, some after 7.5 years and others at the 10-year mark. If he leaves Tesla, misses the milestones, or the company falters, the entire package evaporates. In other words, it's either the biggest payday in history or absolutely nothing. If all this sounds familiar, that's because Elon Musk has played this game before. Back in 2018, Tesla's board approved a record-breaking pay plan that could have made him tens of billions richer if the company hit a series of ambitious milestones. At the time, Wall Street laughed. The idea that Tesla could jump from a $50 billion valuation to over $650 billion sounded like pure fantasy. But against all odds, Musk pulled it off. Tesla smashed those targets, the stock soared, and Elon became the wealthiest man on the planet. But the story didn't end there. The 2018 deal sparked a firestorm of lawsuits and shareholder anger. Critics claimed the board was too cozy with Musk and that the package was rubber-stamped without proper oversight. Earlier this year, a Delaware judge actually struck down parts of that award, saying the process wasn't as independent as it should have been. That ruling left Musk's old pay plan hanging in limbo and set the stage for this new, even more outrageous $1 trillion proposal. Tesla's latest plan isn't just a bigger version of the 2018 deal, it's an entirely new beast. Instead of focusing mainly on financial metrics like revenue and market cap, this time the board is tying Musk's payout to bold futuristic goals which will build Tesla's empire through diversification. In other words, his reward isn't about selling more Model 3s or ramping up factories. It's about leading Tesla into uncharted industries that barely exist today. The plan also stretches out the timeline. Even if he hits milestones early, the shares won't fully vest for nearly a decade, with some locked away until year 10. That means Musk can't just hit one home run and cash out. He has to stay at Tesla and keep performing year after year. And unlike 2018, the voting rights tied to this package could give him even more control over Tesla's future long before the shares are fully his. All of this makes the deal sound airtight, but it also makes it riskier. If robotaxis stall out, if humanoid robots flop, or if regulators slow Tesla down, billions in potential wealth vanish in an instant. It's a moonshot. And this time, the target is even further away. So why gamble the future of Tesla on such an outrageous plan? For the board, it comes down to one thing: keeping Elon Musk locked in. Musk is juggling more ventures than ever: SpaceX, XAI, politics, and more. And some investors worry his attention is drifting away from Tesla. A trillion-dollar prize is a way of chaining his focus to the company for the next decade. There's also the argument of alignment. The board isn't handing Musk a blank check. If Tesla doesn't grow into a multi-trillion-dollar juggernaut, he gets nothing. If it does, shareholders also win big as the stock price soars. In their eyes, the plan motivates Musk to deliver the breakthroughs that could cement Tesla as not just a car company, but the world leader in AI, energy, and robotics. And let's not forget control. If Musk hits these targets, his stake in Tesla grows significantly, giving him more voting power and ensuring he can steer the company without interference. To the board, this isn't just a payout. It's a bet that the man who built Tesla into an icon can reinvent it all over again. Not everyone sees this as visionary. To many critics, Tesla's trillion-dollar plan looks more like corporate excess on steroids. One of the biggest complaints is simple: overcompensation. Even by Silicon Valley standards, a trillion-dollar payout makes the old billionaire bonuses look tiny. Detractors argue no single executive should command that much wealth, no matter how ambitious the goals. Then there's the issue of dilution. To fund Musk's package, Tesla may have to issue a massive wave of new stock, potentially reducing the value of existing shareholders' stakes. In effect, investors could be paying for Musk's reward out of their own pockets. And beyond Wall Street, there's the optics. Tesla workers and the general public are watching this unfold at a time when inequality debates are already boiling. A trillion-dollar pay package could trigger political backlash, lawsuits, or even regulatory pushback. In short, while Musk's supporters see this as a bold incentive, his critics call it reckless, unfair, and dangerous. For all the outrage, a few analysts say the plan isn't as crazy as it looks. Their argument? Musk is a unique figure in business. When he's motivated and locked in, Tesla achieves things no other company even attempts. When he's distracted, he can derail billions in shareholder value with a single post or side project. A trillion-dollar package, they argue, ties his fortune directly to Tesla's success and keeps his focus glued to the company for the long haul. There's also the idea of risk versus reward. If Tesla truly hits an $8.5 trillion valuation, the shareholders who stick around will be swimming in profits. In that scenario, Musk pocketing $1 trillion is still a fraction of the wealth created for others. To them, it's a high-risk bet, but one that aligns Musk's incentives with Tesla's future growth in a way no salary or bonus ever could. Of course, the counterpoint is brutal. The targets are almost impossibly ambitious. That's why some call this less of a compensation plan and more of a lottery ticket. One where the odds are stacked against Musk, but the jackpot is beyond comprehension. This deal leaves no middle ground. A $1 trillion headline that could just as easily fade into nothing if the targets prove too ambitious or if market conditions turn against him. But if Musk does succeed, the outcome would be historic. It would cement his status as the most financially powerful CEO ever, and investors could see once-in-a-lifetime returns. Tesla's $1 trillion gamble sounds bold on paper, but the road ahead is full of hazards. The global economy is unpredictable. A recession, interest rate spike, or supply chain shock could crush valuations no matter how well Tesla executes. And regulators are circling. Full self-driving approval, robotaxi deployment, and humanoid robots all come with mountains of legal and ethical hurdles that could stall progress for years. Even the most advanced tech can't escape the weight of bureaucracy. Then there's the execution risk. Building 1,000,000 robotaxis and scaling robotics isn't just hard. It's unprecedented. No company has proven these models can work at mass scale, let alone profitably. Add to that Musk's divided focus, with SpaceX and more competing for his time, and the risk grows. Tesla's future may hinge on Musk pulling off multiple feats simultaneously, a task that even he might struggle to balance. When you step back, this proposal isn't just another executive bonus, it's an all-or-nothing wager that could reshape Tesla's place in history. If the company truly hits these sky-high targets, it wouldn't just outpace its rivals, it could redefine entire industries. But the other side of the coin is just as dramatic. If the breakthroughs don't arrive on schedule, if regulators slow things down, or if Musk's attention drifts, the grand plan collapses, leaving him empty-handed and shareholders asking tough questions. That's the tension. Audacious vision versus brutal reality. Whether this ends as a record-breaking triumph or a cautionary tale, it guarantees one thing. The story of Elon Musk's trillion-dollar challenge will be remembered long after the headlines fade. And now I'll ask you, do you see this as a brilliant strategy or reckless overreach? Drop your thoughts below and remember to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next in the fascinating and innovative world of automotive tech. And as always, drive safe.